Hello tribe, and welcome back to another set of readings. Today we are in our makeup or breakup series. This series will cover our love forecast for the month of March. Now before I get started, I first must say thank you once again from the bottom of my heart. I tell you all the time, you have no idea how your comments warm my heart. I just love you so much, and you continue to inspire me to do what I'm doing. So again, before I get started, I just want to say thank you once again. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now, if you're returning and you've heard my introduction before, go ahead and fast forward this because I'm just going to go through a few introduction tidbits that's going to help the readings become more meaningful. If this is your first time joining with us, hello, and thank you so much for your support. Now, we do have product, and the product will be shown immediately following this introduction, so stay tuned for that. Now, be mindful that you can apply this to your sun, your moon, and your rising sign, and for even some, your Venus. Be mindful also that the messages will flip-flop, so if it doesn't relate to you, it could relate to your partner. Oh, and hello to our cross watchers. Now, there's no time limit to these readings. It could have happened 3 months ago, it could happen today, or it could happen in the near future. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Lotus Love Tarot 555, and oh, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now, if you feel like this message today resonates with you, or you feel like it's helpful to someone else's life, please remember to give us a big thumbs up. Now, private readings are available, and the information pertaining to that can be found below. Now, I have already pre-shuffled the cards so we can quickly move through that portion. Now, on to your reading. Hello, my Leos. Let's get right into your reading. Holy Spirit, Divine Creative Universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Leo as it relates to the makeup or breakup love forecast for March 2019? What messages need to go forth for the sign of Leo as it relates to the, okay, these just literally flipped up right in my hand. Okay. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit of the Universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Leo as it relates to the makeup or breakup love forecast for March? Okay? Your cards are coming out very easy. Okay, so apparently these are some messages that you need to hear, my Leos. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator Universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Leo as it relates to the makeup or breakup series for March 2019? What messages need to go forth for the sign of Leo? Literally flipped right in the deck. Yeah. Seems like Spirit has been trying to communicate with you, Leos, and you're not listening. Holy Spirit, God, Creator the Universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Leo as it relates to the makeup or breakup love forecast for March 2019? What messages need to go forth for the sign of Leo as it relates to the makeup or breakup love forecast March 2019? What messages? Okay. All right, my Leos, let's see what's going on here. First card out is Release Your Ex. It says the time has come to clear your energy, and that is coupled with religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay, so let me just go ahead and apologize if my speech is a little off. This Mercury retrograde is getting to my communication, so I'm trying to talk very clearly. But these two coupled together, somebody is stuck on religious factors, maybe how you've been brought up, maybe by traditional religious values that you've been brought up, and it's affecting your relationship. And I feel like we got two different scenarios going on here. This could be the same one, but I'm feeling also that somebody is tied to somebody from your past. This could be due to Mercury retrograde. It could be due to somebody from your past coming back, okay? And you left them before due to religious factors. Maybe belief systems were different, so on and so forth. But clearly somebody's is still dealing with your ex. And with Mercury retrograde, we know that this is the time for that. People from your past will come back. But this is a reminder, again, to release that person that's trying to come back, or it's a person that you're still dealing with. Release them, okay? And we say release them, not just physically. It could be a mental thing. You still could have feelings about this person. And, once again, the person that you're with may not, you may not be having a physical relationship with them, but just having thoughts of them, just looking at old pictures of them, just reminiscing about old memories of them. This is what we're talking about as well. You got to release all that, okay? You got to release all that, because you may be at a point now, your spiritual life has deepened, and you know that you can't do this anymore. You can't think about this person anymore because it's invading your space. It's invading where you need to go. But let's just keep going in your reading. Let's see what happens. So it says, your children are watched over by angels. So, dealing with, get this card, somebody is worried about their children, but just, be on alert that it's okay. They're being watched over by angels. But it says it's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Okay, let's just go back here. See, I say all the time, the cards don't lie. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Release your ex. That person is invading your space. Your mind space. And some of you still may be in a physical relationship as well with your ex. But it's time, let me give this card again. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Go forward fiercely. Stop worrying. Don't worry about, if everything's going to be all right in the future with this. Don't worry about it. Because the next card out was because God's in charge. God is in charge of this. It's going to be okay, but you have to release your ex, because if you don't release the ex, and I'm feeling like this is for a specific group as well. If you don't release the ex, you're not opening up the way for a love to come in, a new love to come in. I just posted on our YouTube channel 5 signs in knowing when the universe is going to send your twin flame to you. You need to go and look at that, okay? And you need to go and look at, what you need to do to understand how do I need to be? What mindset do I need to be in? But clearly, you have to leave this unhealthy situation because it's blocking you. And look at here. It says the next card out was you're being helped. Look, because God's in charge. You're being helped. Go forward fiercely. Stop worrying about the past. Yes, we're in Mercury retrograde, but you're going to have to conquer yourself. If you on my Instagram page, I've given a lot of tips in getting through this period right now. It says, let yourself receive. I mean, it's let yourself receive the help that you need to get over this ex that's haunting you, that's in your mind, your heart, your soul, your spirit. So your new person can come in. And look at that, because within the next few months, this has to happen. Because apparently within the next few months, things will be happening for you, will be unfolding, but it can't happen if you won't release the ex. Okay? You have to go ahead and put the energy in now to do what you need to do to clear this out. And this needs to be cleared out. Let's get more messages here. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, Universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Leo as it relates to the makeup or breakup love forecast for March 2019? What messages need to go forth for the sign of Leo as it relates to the makeup or breakup love forecast for March 2019? What messages need to go forth? for the sign of Leo. What messages need to go forth for the sign of Leo? Okay. Okay, we got several here, so let me do it, and all flip right over, so. All right, let me set these up neatly. We'll be right back. Okay, my Leos. First out was the High Priestess, Five of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Six of Swords in reverse, Nine of Pentacles, and your overarching energy is the Five of Pentacles. First of all, you do have angel numbers and synchronicities that's coming forth. You actually have angel number 555. You have with the Five of Swords, the Hierophant is 5, and you have the Five of Pentacles as your overarching. And then you also have the synchronicity 5, 6, 7. Okay? So you have the fives that I just mentioned. Here's Six of Swords, and then your Seven of Pentacles. Here represented, got a lot of earth energy, and swords. So you have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, a lot of air energy, which is that mental energy, and then a lot of earth energy, which is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Okay, but let's get right into it. So your first card out was the High Priestess. So this is divine truth. This is listening to your intuition. This is trusting yourself and what you're feeling. And so when I think about, when your religious factors come out, I feel like Spirit has been trying to speak to you. Okay, I feel like, messages have been trying to go forth either through your dreams, through your prayer life, and you're not listening. So this is saying, listen, trust your intuition, what you're feeling, what you're believing. And that's coupled with the Five of Swords. Now, Five of Swords can represent sneakiness. This could represent somebody who's going to win at all costs. Now, remember, and I can't stress this enough, that the messages can flip-flop. So we have this card coupled with release your ex. There's some sneakiness going on. There's something that's going on that you need to use your intuition about. Because this might be a situation that it's time to leave. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation. But you're going to be okay because God is in charge and you are being helped. But clearly there is some sneakiness that's going forth. And the next card was the Seven of Pentacles. So this is somebody who's putting forth a lot of hard work. This is somebody who wants to persevere. Perseverance is going forth in this person's life. Hard work, And so these two coupled together, I hope, someone's not being sneaky behind somebody's back. And I'm looking how this person is turned away from this person. They're turned away like, I'm doing something behind your back with, these people right here. I'm winning at all costs, no matter how I had to betray these people right here. But my back is turned to the person that is working hard, And that being coupled with the Hierophant, and this Hierophant is this is going again with these religious factors. This is tradition. This is morals. This is somebody who's ethical, But sometimes with the Hierophant and religious factors, you don't want to be too rigid to the point that, it's allowing your mindset of church or what have you, or religion is taking you away from living. And sometimes we really, really have to look at that. We really, really have to look at that. Our traditions that we've been brought up in, moving us away from what my gut, what my intuition is telling me I really need to be doing. And that is not the case in all, but I'm saying for some people, if what I'm saying resonates with you, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? And I'm not talking about, somebody's prayer life or meditation. I'm not talking about any of that, because we all need prayer. We all need to meditate. We all need to take our mind and connect with Source, to connect with God, connect with a higher power, connect for our highest good. But I'm talking about those stereotypical societal religious traditions that we've been brought up in that truly is taking us off course of where we need to be. Okay? All right, the next card is the Six of Swords in reverse. This is somebody who has unresolved issues. who has emotional baggage, okay? And so that's why we're saying you need to go forward fearlessly, because this person is upside down. This means, to go forward, to move forward. But this time we have to leave this baggage behind, and we have to go forward fearlessly. Okay, with these unresolved issues, we need to handle it, but we need to just leave it behind. We need to leave it behind and go forward. Instead, stop allowing it to be a hindrance in our life, because you want your fruits of your labor to pay off. Somebody who's been working hard, but it's time for the payoff. It's time for the payoff, and this is at the end of the reading. So I'm looking at your payoff is coming. The fruits of your labor is coming. It's coming within the next few months, but you have to handle the situation. You truly have to handle the situation and releasing this ex and leaving out of this unhealthy situation. It's time, because someone in your overarching energy is somebody who's felt left out in the cold. And this is the thing about it, is that you see that stained glass window right there? This is a church. So once again, these religious factors are playing into this. When we're talking about, that God is in charge in this. God is in charge. Religion is huge in this reading today, okay? But this is somebody, they're even walking past the church. They're not even listening to what the church said, which could represent your prayer life. What could represent you not even listening to God. And he's been trying to send you messages. He's been trying to speak to you, and you're shutting him out because you know what you're supposed to be doing. And this is somebody who's just, even though they're broken down, they're walking in the cold, their head is down, they're depressed, they can't see anything above, can't see the light. Okay, because they just feel depressed and like I said, out in the cold. Nobody feel like nobody's there for you, but somebody is there for you, because the fruits of your labor is going to pay off, but it's going to pay off for the next few months once you realize God is in control, God is in charge, and don't allow religious factors to hinder you, but to help you know how to tap into source, know how to tap into God, and understanding that this ex, you need to release him. You need to release this unhealthy situation, knowing that you are being helped. You are being helped if you'll let yourself receive. All right, my Leos, this concludes your reading. I pray that, this has resonated with you. If you need to take this a little further, private readings are available, and the information can be found below. Until next time, my loves. Bye-bye.